So welcome back to the Sawmill, friends. We're down the wood shop today working on a few things. And let me share with you guys before we get started some of the progress I made on this back wall in the past few days. And don't go anywhere because toward the end of this video, I'm going to share a big announcement with you guys. Y'all hang in there. Now we're going to switch gears and get back on this shiplap. I got a few boards put up already. Let me show you how it looks with this little, I think it's called a nickel gap. I think it looks pretty good. So I installed two boards already right here on the bottom, and this other one's just sitting up here. And I put it up here so you guys could see this little reveal. I think it's about 1/8 of an inch gap between the shiplap right here. I think it looks pretty good. What do you guys think? I prefer this over the way I was doing it about a month ago. Tell you what, guys, it's burning pretty good now. Getting warm in here. So now, friends, we'll cut the molder on and make some more shiplaps. So hopefully by the end of this day, we can finish up the wall above the stove back here, or behind the stove rather. I can't talk, that's a shocker. What I just did right there, friends, I got a quick disconnect on the dust collection hose that comes to this port right here. That way when I'm done, I can take that off and get all the extra wood chips out of here that doesn't get picked up by these different hoses. Now these hoses, I think we got 4 going into this machine. That's right, 4 of them. And it gets probably 95% of the chips and the dust off the lumber as it goes through the molder. But you always are left with a few chips and some sawdust that builds up back here in these different areas where the airflow kind of gets stale. And that's a good idea. So if you had this machine, Rockler sells this. It's their dust right quick connect right there. And you can put a vacuum port on this like a shop vac extension hose, or extension tool rather. I can't talk today, that's a shocker. But it's really handy with this machine because you can just take it off, leave it running, clean it out real good, and put it right back on. I also use this on the 16-inch jointer as well. This is my dust collection for that machine. I just stretch it over there and hook it up, and I can run it all day. And I'm also going to run it on the bandsaw as well. If I can ever get that bandsaw set up. It's been sitting there for 6 months probably. I got some tools, friends, I've not even shown you guys. I got a 2x72 belt grinder to install down here. A Mortison machine, Powermatic, it's brand new in the box. I bought it a year ago on sale. I got all kinds of tools to set up down here. I need to get going. But it's good to be busy because that's what gets you excited every morning when you get out of bed. You have projects to work on and stuff going on. That keeps you going, I think. I got a good friend of mine across town, not to really tell stories and draw this out for a very long time, but he's late 70s, he's got a Wood-Mizer, he's got a farm, and he told me a while back the key to him being, what's the word I'm looking for here? The key to his success at his age to still be out cutting hay, running the sawmill, hauling timber, cutting trees, is projects and always being excited. He said that several times. I'm always excited about something. I think that's important. That keeps you going. I always got something going on. You never want to have no projects to do, because then you kind of get stale. Because when this shop is finished, hopefully before I'm dead, I'm going to build a timber frame for my blacksmith equipment that I've not even really showed to you guys yet. I bought a forge. I got several anvils. All kinds of stuff up there in the other shop I've not even showed you guys. I also have to build a timber frame for my tractors and eventually a bigger sawmill building. All kinds of stuff going on. It gets you excited every day thinking about that stuff. Let's get our nail gun, the miter saw, and start working on this wall back here. Looks like the fire is going down. Let's throw some more hickory in there. I'm not sure what the problem is with this stove, and maybe it's not even a problem with these modern day stoves. It seems like when I start a fire, I gotta leave the door cracked open for about 30 minutes to really build up a good draft that comes through here going out the chimney. I'm not sure why that is. I heard on these new stoves, they take a little bit longer to get going, so maybe that's the problem. But if any of you guys know what's going on with them, or if I'm doing this right, leave me a comment down below. So what I like to do on shiplap is leave a gap on both sides, because trim's going to come up here on both ends. The width between this post and the concrete backer board here is 36 inches. I'm cutting these 35.5. That way I got a little bit of wiggle room, and I don't have to be perfect on all my cuts, because the trim will hide any imperfections here on the side. I think it looks really good. I don't know who made it, but they sure knew what they were doing. I'm about out of nails. Be lucky if I got enough to finish this board. Yep, I needed one more. That's the way it goes. That's like going to the hardware store 4 times a day. You always need one more thing. That right there is going to be a potential problem. I'm going to have to cut an angle on all these pieces to go against this walnut brace right here. Always a challenge. All right, friends, let's see if this works. The first piece I cut, I had the miter backwards, so I had to cut another piece. But I actually like this one better because it's got some bark right there. A little bit of a live edge. Gives a little bit of character. I'm gonna leave that on there. Most of your big box stores, if you went and bought some shiplap, they would throw this in the coal pile, probably end up in the dumpster. I kind of like it. I think it looks pretty good. Everything good so far? Oh yeah, check that out. That angle is 45 degrees. I know that because I built this timber frame, and that's the angle for the braces. And man, look at there. It slides up right against that walnut. That's actually black walnut, friends. It weathered because this timber frame didn't have a roof over it for several months. That's why it's got this gray weathered color. Once this wall's done, I'll get my little Festool Rotec out and sand all this down to make it look really nice again, and probably put some linseed oil or something on it. Kind of make it pop a little. But looky there, guys. So I'll put some trim right here on the bottom. But right here, since I'm getting this nice fit against the walnut, I'm just going to leave that open and just continue up the wall right here. Well, it's really nice, don't it? Really nice. I like the live edge right there. Gives a lot of character. Let's keep going. This fire is getting hot. I'm standing right beside of it. I better get out of the way. I'm not sure how good this will come through on the audio. It is, what is the date? It's January the 3rd. It should be about 35 degrees and cold. It's almost 65 degrees right now. We're getting thunderstorms in Tennessee. Feels like springtime out here. If you guys can hear that wind. Man, that wind is a howling right now. I'll shut up for a minute, see if you guys can hear it. You guys hear that? Tell you what, guys, that's some odd weather for this time of year. Very strange. Huh. Before this gets any worse, and I think it's going to get worse, I better go up there and check on the chickens. I'll be right back, guys. Actually, on second thought, before I get blown away right here, I'll take you guys with me. This camera's waterproof. Let's go look at them. I have never heard wind like that before in my life. It's crazy. I hope it comes through the audio so you guys can hear. Hello, girls. How we doing in here? Let's do a quick roll call. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Everybody's here. How y'all doing today? I'm not even talking to you girls today. So I kind of feel like one of those weathermen that you see in those hurricane videos on the Weather Channel. So hopefully if something doesn't fly through the air and take me out, because out here on these farms, there's a lot of old barns around. When the wind blows, metal flies everywhere. So if a piece of metal was to take me out, hopefully somebody will pick up this camera and finish this video for me. I'm a brave man, guys. I'm braving this storm just to make you all video. Famous last words. All right, we're out of that crazy storm. My goodness. Crazy out there. And two things to show you guys on this wall. Number one, I wasn't sure what to do right there in that lower corner area. It's like a triangle between the brace and the tie beam and the post. I couldn't put boards in there. It just didn't look right. So I got me some of this recycled barn metal right here. And I cut it on a 45. And check that out. Don't that look pretty good right there? I'm pretty proud of that. I think it looks really nice right there. What do you guys think? All right, friends, I just checked my phone and the weatherman, who was never wrong, just told me the storm is going to be sitting over top of my farm for the next 3 hours. So that means this video is probably done, because I need to probably go up to the house and check on the chickens again, go check on the sawmill, the tractors, all that stuff. And just the way it is. Bad weather comes, you got to check on your equipment. Luckily, there's no thunder right now. That's pretty good, though. We had some thunder earlier. That's crazy. Thunder in January in the middle of winter. So the big announcement is, actually, there's two of them. The first one's not so major. I'm going to start building the doors tomorrow, and I'll start videoing that. And I'll probably do daily videos just showing you guys what I get done every day. But we're finally going to start putting some doors on this shop. The big announcement is the online store with my wood slabs just got restocked. And I'm no longer selling on Etsy because Etsy has so many hidden fees. The shipping is a little bit higher. I think I found a better way to sell my stuff on my own website and make it cheaper for you guys. So go check out the link below. I got some walnut over there, some box elder, and also sassafras. So for you guys that's been asking for sassafras, the lumber that smells like root beer, I finally have some on there for sale. So go check that out, and I really appreciate it if you'd support me here on the channel and maybe buy a pack of sassafras or a walnut slab or two. So friends, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow. We'll start working on these doors and finally get this shop closed in. You guys have a good night.